I'm going to begin. Thank you, Anna, and thank you, Catherine, and thank you, my fellow readers, and thank you all for being here on what for me is a very snowy day. I'm going to begin with two poems from my most recent book, because what else could I do? It's a sequence of poems untitled, which I addressed to my husband in the months following his sudden death. These two are set on Cape Cod, where we scattered his ashes in December. Paper bag with empty box with almost empty plastic bag, and on my hands and on my jeans, you, some part or parts of you from when we sent you into the sea, low tide, so you easily rode the lightest currents in tiny explosions of white. And when we finished, a sudden late sun on the water of which you were becoming a part on runnels between patches of sand, as if you were signing yourself in silver. Another beach, the last one we walked together, hand in hand in the August sun. And I walked on while you rested there, and now it is winter, and I am here with almost the last of you in my hand, a tiny part of some parts of you, your hand, your blue eye, shoulder, mouth. And I try to gentle you into the sea, but a sudden wave rushes over my feet and the wind catches this part of some parts of you. And instead, you are in the air, and more than before, you are on me. You have met me again. You will not let me let you go. You are in the sea where you wanted to be, but you are also in air and sand and earth where your grandson will bury another small part. And now I lick my finger and you are in me. This next poem is a kind of postscript to the poems in that book. Again later. The person you are trying is not accepting, is not at this time. Please again. The person you are trying is not in service. Please check that you have. This is your call. Your person is not accepting. Your person is this number. You have not correctly. Your person is a recording. Again later at this time, not accepting. And the last three poems I read are more broadly focused, but perhaps related. I jotted down the capacity to disappear from Amy. To leave, no. To disappear into the walls, the earth, to fall from the sky, to disappear into the sea, to disappear into the red glare of the sun, the flames, the hurt, the burned, the fire in their eyes, to disappear into the whites of their eyes, the broad white stripes, the blood red stripes lashed into flesh, to reappear as bright stars in our sky, constellations of blazing pain, then to fall out of our history into, to disappear into this, to appear to disappear into the page. And this next poem is a prose poem. And bright stars. For the child says the, as in the end. Let us play with the blocks, she says, and we do. I build towers and bridges. She makes an elaborate bed. Then she tears them down and
And
we
they
start
told.
over. Meanwhile, they're dropping bombs again, the same time of year. It's winter again, as before. You'd like to think it would help to sing, but who knows? When my friend sings in church, he's right
Right.
on key. At home, with music on, he's often off. It's harmony, he says, but maybe he needs the other voices, which may be why he still believes in what we call the system. But does it explain how he feels about the bombs? Not that he's alone and it feels good to feel right. But what good does it do to watch the moonlight enter your glass if all you see of bombs are bursts of light like the 4th of July? When we say dawn, we only name what we see or wish we could see. That early light's on the move, like everything else. In the child's book, on the same page, it's bedtime in one house, breakfast time in another. Stars here, sun there in the sky. There's more, and then there's less again. Then more, if not so much. It's not the end.